to be your daily reading for the Monday, which is our Mermaid Mondays, for Monday, June the 3rd, 2019. So, um, we're going to vibe out with the mermaid energies every Monday. If you guys are new to my channel, that's what we do. So let's go ahead and get into this reading. Before we start, I always have to say that these readings are completely general. They're collective of energies. I'm tapping into a collective um, of different people, energies, unique situations. So you have to, take what resonates with you as you're led to this reading. If there's something in it for you that you're meant to take, you will know it's for you. You'll resonate with it. It'll sit with you. Don't, force things to resonate if it doesn't resonate. If it doesn't make sense, then just take it as this may not be for me, or maybe it might make sense later. But, it's not a personal reading. So I just have to say that because sometimes we forget that it's not a personal reading and we want it to all resonate. We watch it. I know I do that sometimes. I think a lot of people do that because obviously, people wouldn't be, oh, it doesn't resonate. Like, it's supposed to resonate with everybody. It's really not. It's a collective energy. So, that would be the bombest thing ever if my readings could resonate with every person that's ever clicked on it, or, everybody approves and likes it. But that's not the case. So, um, you know, I hope that whoever is here, though, that this reading will pertain to you and resonate with you to the, to its capacity that the Most High wants it to resonate with you, or whatever you take from this reading. I hope that it's helpful, even if it's triggering you, if it makes you upset, or if it leads you to another reader where you find your answer, because I believe everything is divinely orchestrated. So even if something in this reading may not be for you, it might search you to find something else that will resonate with you. It might trigger you to, upset you to the point where you do find a solution to something that maybe was meant for you to figure out. Who knows? But let's trust in this reading. I trust that it's divinely guided, divinely protected. So I'm tapping into Monday's collective energies. Let's see what is surrounding the energies of Monday. I'm going to be using for the majority oceanic based cards, Oracle, and Tarot. So as the overview, I'm going to use the Mermaid's Oracle. What is the energy, Spirit? What is the energy? Honor the masculine. The mirror. Sacrifice. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm not trying to get no copyright off some music and stuff, my sister's music. Alright, so this is the basis. So honor the masculine, respecting men, embracing the masculine divine. I don't know why, no shade to the person that wrote this, but I don't know, it doesn't make sense like that. How I guess it makes sense to me would be embracing the divine masculine, but I don't know why the masculine divine. I don't, whatever. Um, no shade, honestly, no shade. The mirror, know thyself, self-examination, seeing who you really are. The sacrifice, there are those worth making. There are those that will destroy you. Okay. So I feel that to be honest, I feel that I don't, because I know when we hear the word divine masculine, we automatically associate it to twin flame, topics and things like that. That's not what came to me initially. It came to me that the divinity within male energy could be masculine energy within the self. I feel that it may be something that you see, that you embrace this energy until you kind of see yourself and put yourself in the position of I feel like this could be wounded masculinity too. Like when you kind of put yourself in that position of compassion or an understanding. It could be a specific masculine energy that you feel is very wounded, damaged, or triggers you. It could be that this person represents a collective of men. So say, oh, all men are dogs, all men are liars, all men are immature. You know, I had to catch myself today because it could have easily turned into a man bashing session if I did have a friend to kind of like talk me out of, not talk me out of it, but kind of put things into perspective because it was showing me things that I did not heal. So this could be that type of energy for you. It could also be that for some of you, it is a specific um, connection that you have with a masculine energy that you are starting to see the divinity within them as you see it within yourself. Or it could be that maybe you see the more, you know, this more divine energy within another person and this masculine energy, and it causes you to look at yourself and your divinity and see who you really are, because everyone is just a divine reflection and mirror of us. You know, the triggering could also show you your inner strength and your inner power to heal, and because everyone serves us, even at the moments where they trigger us, and the moments that they seemingly want to hurt us or harm us or make us feel some type of way, or the disrespect of collective energies, it's still, you know, I guess you could say it forms things like women empowerment and things like that. It's not a man versus woman thing, but I feel that this is kind of helping us to see ourselves in some sort of way. So take what resonates, whatever is being reflected back to you. In a way, I do feel that it could be that there's a powerful masculine presence in your life that could teach you, and it doesn't have to be romantically. It could be your father, it could be your son, it could be a brother, uncle, a boss, someone that shows you another aspect of you, that whether you're male or female, to embrace more of your divine masculine self rather than the wounded masculine, or um, you know, having too much of feminine energy being expressed, because sometimes women, we express too much feminine energy, we don't welcome in our masculine energy within ourselves. As a man, you know, sometimes whether you operate more off of feminine energy or wounded masculinity. So sacrifice, you you may be tested with this energy. So anything, if this is, I'm not getting into love just yet because I want to do that. That's like the second half of the reading. This is just a general part of the reading. I feel either way though, it could be that something that your divine masculine is doing, you respect this person because of what they are exhibiting. This could be a person that's more open-hearted than you are, more expressive than you are, more self-confident than you are. Something that makes you look at yourself in a way that you want to do better, you want to be greater, or, you know, having compassion for them. You can see and understand where they're coming from with their woundedness. And it makes you sacrifice something, which could be the ego. It could be anything. Okay, just keep that in mind. So I'm going to use my shells. Shout out to my good friend Elani for giving me some shells. She said she's been collecting these for a minute. So thank you. Got some new shells. Okay. I get communication again. Because these, I don't know, they look kind of like some forms of communication right here, these two. So it could be communication, some loopholes, um, could not, it may not be like a long, it could be off and on communication, someone, or it could be about a situation where you have an off and on rapport with someone, or it could be um, like off throughout the day. It could be like off and on text message, maybe not consistent texting or emailing someone or chatting with someone. It may not be consistent, but nonetheless, it's there. Whether it's on your end or someone else's end, it doesn't have to be any type. It could be business. It could be potential clientele. It could be, because I'm getting like business kind of more so, and then it could be, you know, friends, family, or romantic. So it's kind of like it's some loopholes within the communication too. So it could be some misunderstandings or just not really getting the message at its full capacity, or maybe where you have to question like, okay, what are you trying to say? Or someone else maybe like, what are you trying to say? Where do we stand? Um, I feel like it's two smart individuals in this energy, two wise individuals. I feel like things will be clarified, things will be smoothed over. Um, I don't know if you're talking to someone overseas or someone who lives in the ocean. I know it's like, okay, they're obviously mermaids and shells, but this looks like something I've seen in the water, the ocean, well, me, the shells, but like it kind of reminds me of like a fish or some seaweed or something like that. You may learn something, you may learn something that I feel like is needed through this communication, and it could have something to do with this too, the cards that I pulled. Whatever it is, um, things need to be cleared up. Something needs to be cleared and squared away. Tears may be involved. Tears are cleansing. It's just cleansing our energies out. Doesn't have to be due to anything bad that triggered it. It could be happy tears. It could be sad tears. It could be reminiscing on something, um, a tough conversation. But it's like two wise people coming together. And clearing something up. It could be in relations to a communication that had nothing to do with these two wise individuals. Maybe these wise individuals had to come together to make sense of what was, it could be, I just got a letter from, a friend in jail and blah, blah, blah. And, I'm sad because I haven't seen them, or my dad isn't, I don't know why I'm getting this. This could be for somebody. And then you have someone that kind of helps you to put it into perspective and help you to release that sadness and that fear and be honest and open about what you're feeling. There's something to learn out of this energy too. So that's what I'm getting. Maybe there's some distance involved over, maybe that's where the sadness is coming from. Like you're missing someone and someone misses you. You might have people or, family or friends to console you. Um, but just take what resonates. All right. Now onto the tarot. Let's see, what is our energies? I got, thank you. The Emperor, the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Cups. I'll leave these two to the side because there might be something to it that I need to see. So let's get into it. So the Emperor, that masculine energy, that divine masculine. So there's something specific and significant about this masculine energy. It could be Aries energy for some of you, but whoever this person is or whoever this energy is, I feel that it may not be a specific person. It could just represent just divine masculine energy, period. Whether that be you embracing that within yourself. This could be someone that you're connected to, or just in general, just that energy. The Wheel of Fortune right next to it, I feel as the challenge within this is overcoming or shifting some sort of stance wherever you are with this overall energy. It may be a challenge to shift out of that perception of maybe the specific person or the energy of, because maybe it's something that takes place that triggers you. Because I feel like Spirit wants you to free yourself of some sort of beliefs or a story that you're telling yourself, something that's whatever stands out in your mind, or something that's continuously sticking to your subconscious or your conscious mind. Like something needs to be cleared out, I feel, or cleared up. So it could be something very deeply rooted. And it could go back as far as as long as you can remember. For some of you, it started with your father. For some of you, some sort of male figure in your life. Like it may not be bad. I'm not getting anything negative, but for majority of you, it is kind of like this challenging energy that you are going to heal. I do see for a lot of you, there may be a masculine energy that comes into your life that plays a significant role, or has come into your life and is playing a significant role in changing your life. So whether that's tough love or whether that's in a soft, cushy, supportive way, you may come to some sort of conclusion about this person's significance. Because the Two of Cups ends the spread, and I feel with the Two of Cups, that's obviously a union, that's harmony, that's balance, that's reciprocation. It could be an energy exchange of some sort. So I feel like Spirit is telling you that regardless of your connection with that masculine energy, whether it's personally, or if it's just a collective thing, your ideals or your own masculinity and things like that, but you may be shifting as a masculine energy. You're going through a major turn of events in your life. You're going through this deep transformation, I'm hearing, diving deep into yourself and owning and honing in on your power and finding your divinity within yourself, whether you're male or female. It could be some things that do hold you back. Maybe there's some guilt. Maybe there's some, guilt of what you've done to others, or just feeling like you've hold yourself back, or you've been holding yourself back. Um, I'm just getting all different types of energy, so please take what resonates with you. With the Eight of Swords, I get that there needs to be a cleansing of the mind. There needs to be some cleansing. There needs to be, because I get kind of like ignorance, like you haven't met every man in the world, so you can't go off of that. Maybe your father was a certain type of way. Maybe you have attracted like-minded men. It could have been that your perception is very low. And as a man, maybe, some errors in the way of how you've done things. It could be your own ignorance of how you were raised, so you feel like that's what it is because that was the only example you had. So however you're operating in this energy, whether it be good or bad, it could be some sort of narrow-minded thinking and perception of things. And I feel that if that's the case, something may come into your life that shifts this. And it may not necessarily be wanted, because the Wheel of Fortune to me is kind of like the divine stepping in, and it's unexpectedly. It will change, kind of pulls the rug up under your feet, and it causes that shift and that change in your life that you're not expecting. It can put you at the right place at the right time. Or sometimes we feel like we're at this space at the wrong time, but it's all divinely orchestrated. And I feel Spirit is wanting you to act on something. Something is going to be presented to you, and I feel like it's going to cause you to step into your power. So for a lot of you, this is tapping into your divine masculine energy within yourself, um, and owning up that power and stepping up to the plate. Because I feel for some of you too, it could be a connection that was meant to be in your life for a reason, for whatever purpose that is. I feel you may find that out here. Or it could be some of you guys might meet a very significant person today, whether you're the masculine energy in this situation where you're having to step into your divinity, or you're going to meet someone that's going to push you out of whatever your blockages are and helps you to step into your throne. Or this is you meeting someone like this, like coming into contact with this man or this masculine energy that owns their power and their truth. And it does not have to be romantic. It could be someone that inspires you to be yourself, inspires you to take charge of your life. And I feel that whatever this is, it's definitely significant. It's definitely an energy exchange. I feel like it's also very valuable. Okay, so you have the Devil card and the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like the only person that truly can hurt you is you. We're only hurting ourselves. And I feel that you guys might be trapped by a childhood perception, a story you told yourself a long time ago, the things that you've experienced at a very young age. And I feel like Spirit wants you to cleanse that by also taking back your inner child and nurturing your inner child, and admitting to yourself that yes, that may have happened. I may have witnessed that, or I may have had a warped perception of, what masculinity is within myself or within connections with others, what fatherhood represents, and things like that. Struggling with those archetypes, I feel if you take that inner child back and look at yourself as innocent and whatever happened, or it could just have been the genesis, the beginning of a situation, that you look at yourself in non-judgment, or you can look at another person and say, well, I see how that happened to them, their environment, or their upbringing, the person that raised them, or you can kind of see where this stems from. It doesn't make certain things right, but it makes you understand a person better. Some of you guys may feel trapped by these things that you once thought were valuable as a child. These things could be very stagnating for you, and you start to identify that, and that's the step to starting to remove it. It could have something to do with children of your own involved. It could be that this is keeping you away from the opportunity or some sort of valuable opportunity. I feel that God is blessing you, the universe is blessing you, whatever, your angels are blessing you, or there is an opportunity of blessing in this whole situation, and it requires you to step out of your fear, step out of this scary and negative story that you're telling yourselves, so that you can be receptive to receive something very tangible and something very blessed, and whatever that may be, it'll be different for everybody. So just take what potentially resonates. All right, so the Devil card, you got the Capricorn energy, the Two of Cups is Cancer, the Emperor is Aries, the Eight of Swords is Gemini. The Page of Pentacles could be a young earth sign, or it could just represent an opportunity, a gift, or a studious energy. The Wheel of Fortune, I really don't associate signs with this card. And the Ace of Wands, I don't associate anything with that, although it is a fire energy. Okay, so let's look at the live. Let's look at the live energies. I'm going to use a different oceanic deck along with the Mystic Moon Oracle cards, which is love-based cards. And I'm just going to ask the Most High God to step in and tap into whatever our circumstances are in love, whatever our status is in love. I ask that whatever we need to know as a collective as it pertains to love and relationships, that the Most High God gives us the clarity that we seek and need at this perfect moment in time. And we take whatever resonates with us. Whatever does not resonate with us, we'll leave it behind. We use our own discernment and our own intuition to tap into the messages. Thank you. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is the overall energy? The answer is yes. Karmic partner in reverse. Regrets. Signs. Divine masculine in reverse. Got a lot of masculine energy up in this move. Okay. Let's get some tarot. Nova, what do you have? The Devil card, but in a different deck. Okay, so you got the Magician. So the answer is yes. Okay, so the answer is yes, clarifying the Magician. Or the Magician clarifying the answer is yes. So it could be you guys were asking about something, or someone's power, someone's divinity, someone's abilities, someone's what is being created, or what is being manifested, or what could be created or manifested. This can also represent a person. Maybe you're asking if someone is involved with law of the attraction, or someone, are they aware of their power? Do they use their divinity to make things happen? Are they trying to manifest something? And the answer is yes. Could also be about a Gemini or a Pisces. The Magician card is Gemini and Pisces, as above, so below. So it could be, does this person dream about me? Is this person thinking about me? Does this person... And the answer is yes. So whatever, in whatever capacity that is, it could also be a person that, you know, it may not be clear on the surface what this person is thinking or feeling, obviously. The Ten of Wands with responsibility. So if this is a third party situation that you're in, or if you're just, the answer is yes, could be asking about yourself and your abilities, and whatever I said can also be you, but only take what resonates. So the karmic partner is in reverse. So you could be dealing with a karmic situation or a past karmic situation, or you could be, you know, interested in someone, or someone could come into your life that may have released themselves out of a karmic connection. You may have recently released yourself out of karmic connection, or someone is in the midst of releasing a karmic connection. Although this is not easy, because there are responsibilities with the Ten of Wands. It could be quite overwhelming, whether it's financial, whether it's family, whether it's business, whether it's romantic, whether it's time and history, whatever the responsibility, it's challenging to the situation for someone. Could be for all parties involved. It could be kind of an oppressive energy. I feel also that whether this is an old karmic situation that could be coming up for some of you, or you're dealing with someone that is in a karmic situation, or you're in a karmic situation, I feel like Spirit does not want you to approach this energy with regret. Or someone may be coming from this space. You have Nine of Pentacles with loyalty. Maybe someone is like, I regret giving my energy and loyalty to so and so, or these people, these friends, the, you know, family members, because karmic partners are not always romantic. And, you know, karmic partners are necessary, because there was a point where we might have been somebody's karmic partner. And anytime you're in a quote-unquote karmic relationship or karmic contract with somebody, obviously both parties are what you call karmic, right? Both of you have to be in a karmic connection, you know, for whatever reason. So therefore that would make you both karmic partners. So I feel like, you know, the more and more we kind of expand our minds, and we're not coming from a childish perspective, and not to say or take away the fact that we may have dealt with some nasty karmic connections and nasty karmic partners, or karmic family members or situations or friends, or that someone that we love is not dealing with some nastiness from a karmic connection. But I feel like also we have to put ourselves in the position of, that was once me too. I might have not been as horrible, but I did, you know, I could have been needy, I could have been insecure, I could have been someone else's headache too. So it's also being compassionate, and also seeing that if your divine counterpart is in a karmic connection, obviously they're someone else's karmic partner too, right? So you kind of have to put things into perspective. But I feel like someone is feeling like there's some false loyalty given. You know, someone was too down to earth, too honest, too open, giving to a situation maybe financially, and they regret that. Giving to family members, maybe they just use and abuse them, whether this is you or someone else. Whoever I'm speaking of, this person could be a fire sign, it could be an earth sign too. Specifically a Sagittarius. The Knight of Pentacles can be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't have to be a male, but typically it is depicted as a man. But someone does have regrets with this false loyalty and feeling responsible for these energies of these people. And maybe someone feels responsible for the way that things went wrong or left in this karmic situation. It could be a sense of blame, because maybe something went wrong. Whether that's true or not, it needed to happen. And I feel that right now, this person with the signs and synchronicities, this person could be at a crossroads, or you could be at a crossroads, whatever resonates. Someone is at a crossroads, and they're needing to follow their guidance. They need to pay attention to the signs around them, the synchronicities, whatever Spirit is doing to guide them, because Spirit is separating something. With the Vortex card, this is the Devil card in this deck, and it's temptation. So it could be reverting back to old ways, or going back to karmic situations that don't serve you, wanting to be there for people that don't even deserve your love or your time or your assistance any longer, or people that have abused your trust, abused your loyalty, that have abused your kindness and took it for weakness. It could also represent that Spirit is giving people signs that a certain direction they're trying to go in is not of their highest good. It's not in their favor, and it's like an alarm screaming at them, like, don't do that. You sure you want to do that? Don't do that. It could be a temptation to sleep with an ex for some of you. Oh, I know I just hit somebody there. Spirit is saying don't do that. Like, this ex might have been good and everything. He or she might look good and everything. Y'all both might be looking good and everything. But and it could still be love here, but I feel like it's toxic and you are not to go back. um, to the situation anymore, because you've outgrown this. The vortexes, their energies, their vibrations are different. They're going in separate directions. They're no longer going in the same energy. It's like spirit is sweeping this energy away, this karmic energy out of the way. So whether this is you or someone else's energy that you know, there's a temptation to revert back to something that doesn't serve them. And it doesn't have to be like romantically. It could be like friendships. It could be doing things that you know that don't serve you in your relationships with others anymore, or someone else is doing this. And I feel like someone may be pressuring you. I also get like this toxic masculine energy that may try to get you to fall back into their trap again. Make you feel bad, like, oh, you're not, oh, you just forgot about me, or oh, you don't care about me like that no more, or you're not going to sleep with me, you're not going to do this, you're not going to let me come see you. Like using these manipulative tactics. And it could be that's what the magician is for some of you, putting a lot of heavy weight and responsibility on you, even though this connection is over. The weight and the heaviness starts to come back when you can tell. That's how you know. Or it could be a friend or family member using these toxic tactics on you. For others of you, you could be that person doing this to somebody else. Or maybe you call yourself out, or maybe this is you reverting from those behaviors. Maybe this is you, that is a regret that you have. The Sun card with the Divine Masculine is that some of you guys are going to get a clearer understanding. And it kind of echoes back to the previous reading that the energy exchange, whatever the purpose or the reasoning was for certain connections that you may have had in the past, or maybe a certain or specific connection, your understanding of your own divinity as a masculine energy, or other outside looking in at masculine energy, there's going to be some sort of revelation and clarity. And it could stem from, childhood and upbringing, or it could simply be a chance to start over and start fresh, or the chance to walk away from this energy, because I feel like this could be like a false masculinity energy. If it's a romantic based situation, it could be that this person may be truly a divine masculine, but maybe not a match for you. Or this could be divine masculine changing their ways, whether this is you or another, someone else, changing their ways. Or you come to find out that this person was not really the best person for you. But others, this could be change. So take whatever resonates. This could be a positive shift and change in a situation, but then a person, someone maybe wasn't aware of their own divinity. So the Sun card is Leo. The Devil card once again is Capricorn. The Knight of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Ten of Wands is Sagittarius. The Magician is the Gemini and Pisces energy. So this doesn't have to be anybody's sign. When I call out signs, it could be like a season of that zodiac sign. It could be the timing, something specific about the time frame or something. So one more pull, and this is just advice from our spiritual guides and our ancestors who lovingly guide us and watch over us. No, but leave Ollie alone. Leave her alone. What is it that they want to tell us? So if you guys have any interest in a personal reading with me, I can't even speak. Anyone that has a interest in personal reading with me, I am available. All you have to do is visit my website. You guys can book and purchase your readings directly with me. So purchase your reading on my website. If you guys have any questions about my readings, my availability, also to set up booking dates or times, email me directly at one of my Gmail accounts, which will be located in the description box below. I would prefer that you guys email me directly rather than DMing me on Facebook or Instagram. It's best to just email me directly rather than chatting from, hitting the chat option on my website. It's best to just hit me up directly, okay? So yeah, you guys can also follow me on Instagram if you guys would like to. I would greatly appreciate that. Keep you posted and updated in other ways than just YouTube. I'm not really good on Facebook, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really too good with that. Thank you for your loving guidance, ancestors who lovingly guide and assist us all who are meant to receive this message. I asked that what is it that we need to, as advice, what can we take with us, or any, any messages to look forward to, anything at all to look forward to for Monday. Thank you. Okay, treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So anytime you're in the midst of a shadow energy or phase, or you're cleansing out, or you're going through a tough period, there's always going to be that light. So it's like you kind of have to trust the process, because I feel like even in the midst of darkness, she's in this dark energy, this dark room, that there's always light. And I feel like there's something that you're going to take, whether it's tangible, whether it's energetic, there's blessings. But it's like you have to see the blessing of life, like just in the littlest things, like making somebody's day, or someone making a way for you, or someone supporting you, or you supporting someone else, unexpected money from somewhere. That's, we usually look for the big miracles, such as like, oh, a check came in the mail from nowhere, or I met the love of my life today. Like, we look at that type of thing. But it could be experiencing, like watching a couple down the street that's like loving up on each other. That could be something treasureful, because it could have a significant meaning for you at that moment. For me, like magical moments, I guess I'll use an example, because I thought it was really dope. Anytime like I bump into people, like just like randomly, like at restaurants and stuff like that, or at a bar, or I could be at a park or something, and a lot of people ask me about my readings and stuff. Like, I take my cards everywhere I go, so I'll be like reading for myself, or I'll be reading for like a friend or family member, and somebody will walk up to me like, can I have a reading? And I trust that God, my angels, my ancestors, or whoever sent those people to me for a reason. So I went out to dinner with one of my sisters and my daughter. We all ate, and the waitress seen the cards on my at my table, and she was like, do you do readings and stuff? And I gave her my info, and then she said, do you think that you can give me a reading now, today? Like, how much do you charge? And I was like, I won't charge nothing. You can just sit down and give a reading. She tipped me, so thank you to her for tipping me. But it's like little things like that that's really dope. And I don't know if she's watching. I told her about my YouTube channel. She's following me on Instagram and stuff. So it's just, I believe that God, ancestors, they all send people to us when we, when they need it. Sometimes it's not even about us. But those types of things for me are magical moments. When you meet someone that you resonate with, and you guys talk about something and you both start getting chills, that to me is treasures and gifts too. So it's like we kind of have to look at everything in life as a blessing, and take it as, if it feels something, if we feel something in it, if it's a revelation, if it's a feel good moment, we have to take those things and see them as treasures as well, because we might be expecting specific outcomes and abundances, and spirit can be saying that everything and anything is a blessing and can be a blessing. It's not always about what we expect, and abundance is like money, or things like that. It could be just a blessing of support. It could be, someone at the store, you could be, having a bad day, and someone says something that you needed to hear, or you could do that for somebody else. Or it could be, meeting the love of your life, or meeting a new friend, or getting that job that you've been praying for. It could be whatever. But just be open to what that can be today, because I feel like it's something valuable in this energy. So much love as always. Happy Mermaid Mondays. Much love as always. I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys back soon. Until the next reading. Peace.